Slipping and falling, this time I gotta call it. Up to the Lord.
Slippin' Again is one of those deep cuts where DMX lays his heart bare, and it's impossible not to feel every ounce of pain and reflection in his voice. The most striking thing about this track is how it directly calls back to one of his most iconic songs, Slippin'. That callback alone adds a powerful sense of continuity, like we're seeing the next chapter in a never-ending struggle. Instead of painting himself as someone who's finally overcome his demons, DMX admits he's still in the trenches, still slipping, still wrestling with hardships that refuse to let him go. The raw emotion comes pouring out as he practically pleads for guidance, yearning for a way through the chaos. This isn't just music, it's a confession, it's prayer, it's therapy. The low quality, almost unmixed nature of his vocals gives the song an unpolished edge that makes it even more gripping. It's as if you're hearing the track in real time, straight from the heart, before any label polish could dull the truth. That authenticity makes the pain feel closer. The slow, soothing instrumental offers fascinating contrast. It's calming in tone, yet heavy with meaning, serving as a foundation for DMX's emotional turbulence. The chorus seals the deal. It's extremely catchy without losing its weight, almost hypnotic in its repetition. Slippin' Again might not be a mainstream hit, but for those who connect with DMX on a personal level, it's a powerful reminder that battles with hardship don't end after one song. They continue, and so does the fight.
I realized that shit ain't the same, 'cause at the end of the day, shit ain't the game. Lord, give me a sign. I really need to talk to you, Lord. Since the last time we talked, the walk has been hard. Now
this track stands as one of DMX's most important statements of faith, and one of the clearest examples of how his music could transcend the streets and reach the soul. Lord Give Me a Sign is passionate, powerful, and spiritually charged from start to finish. DMX delivers his verses with the urgency of a man who's been through the fire and refuses to stop calling out to God for guidance. You can hear it in every bar, that mixture of conviction and pain, that unshakable belief even when he feels like he's walking through the valley alone. The production is grand, yet not overbearing, allowing the focus to stay on the words. The inclusion of a choir in the background adds a layer of spiritual weight, transforming the track into something that feels like both a sermon and a rallying cry. Lyrically, DMX expresses the paradox of faith. He knows God is always there, but that doesn't erase the feeling of isolation in hard times. His repeated plea for a sign is deeply relatable to anyone who's prayed for confirmation, for proof, for even a whisper of divine reassurance. This song isn't just inspirational in message, it's uplifting in delivery, and it proves that DMX's music could uplift the spirit as powerfully as it could ignite the streets.
Lord, give me a sign. Let me know what's on your mind. Let me know what I'm gonna find. My baby mama be bugging soon as I walk in the door. Got me like, I ain't fucking with that bitch no more. Don't need.
Baby Mother is a fascinating entry in DMX's catalog, mainly because of how unique its approach is compared to his usual subject matter. The beat is smooth and relaxed, giving off almost a summertime laid-back feel. But beneath the ease lies a story filled with frustration and tension. DMX uses the track to vent about his ups and downs, mostly the downs, of dealing with his child's mother. He doesn't sugarcoat anything, which makes it both relatable and raw. The most interesting part comes from the feature Janice. Her vocals are not only beautiful, but her perspective adds an almost theatrical quality to the song. She sings from the point of view of the evil baby mama, detailing the manipulative and toxic traits she embodies. The back and forth dynamic between DMX's frustration and Janice's antagonistic portrayal gives the track an almost dialogue-like energy, like we're overhearing a bitter argument turn into music. It's not just storytelling, it's roleplay, drama, and venting all rolled into one. The result is a track that feels personal and cinematic at the same time, standing out as one of the more experimental moments in his catalog.
Give a hell what you say. I ain't never gonna go away.
You got a minute for your son, father? I need to talk. I'm so tired of trying to run, father. Let's take a walk.
A Minute for Your Son is one of the most ambitious closers DMX ever put to an album, both in length and structure. The main portion, the title track, is nothing short of moving. DMX once again opens his heart to God, speaking directly to him in a way that blurs the line between a rap performance and a prayer session. The instrumental has an addictive looping melody that brings the track to a meditative feel, almost like a mantra set to music. His verses are passionate and full of gratitude, asking God for guidance while reaffirming his devotion. But the track doesn't stop there. It unfolds into a series of bonus moments, each with its own flavor. First, we get a freestyle session over various DMX instrumentals featuring other rappers, each bringing high energy and sharp lyrics. This section alone could have been a separate track, but here it feels like a celebration of his crew's chemistry. Then the song shifts into two more additional pieces that feel more like extras than fully fleshed out songs. While they're decent, their inclusion stretches the track's runtime to over 17 minutes, which makes it a bit bloated for repeated listens. Still, the strength of the first two segments, especially the heartfelt title track, makes this one of the most unforgettable closers in DMX's discography.
Lord, you got me like, your love got me like, Lord, you left me stranded, and I don't know why. Told me to live my life, now I'm ready to die.
If there is a song that perfectly sums up DMX's spiritual tug of war, it's Ready to Meet Him. As the closer to Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, it doesn't just end the album, it delivers one of the most powerful statements of his career. The track starts with a heartfelt, almost trembling prayer, where DMX admits he's struggling to hold on to his faith. He knows the promises of walking with God, but he's worn down by life's hardships, and a part of him wonders if the path he's on is even the right one. This song is also a direct continuation of the convo from It's Dark and Hell Is Hot, where DMX first spoke with God on wax. In Ready to Meet Him, the story deepens. DMX follows God's instructions, but life still led him back to struggle. His lyrics are heavy with questions. Is God really leading him, or is he testing him? The performance is masterful. When DMX speaks as God, it genuinely feels like a different presence is in the room. God's response is that every hardship is a part of his will, meant to shape DMX into who he's meant to become. The song ends with DMX humbly admitting that he was wrong to question the journey and reaffirming his devotion. The production is smooth and hypnotic, with a melody that almost sounds like something from a scene out of a triad gangster film, as it's mysterious, slightly exotic, and haunting. Ghostly undertones in the beat enhance the theme of morality and divine meeting. It's one of DMX's most cinematic and moving pieces, and the perfect way to close out a nearly flawless album.
What have you learned? It's better to tell the truth than a lie. What have you learned? To love my life. I would rather still with you, dog nigga, what? Ride till we die, on to the sub.
Dogs for Life is a prime example of how DMX could take a smooth, almost relaxing instrumental and make it feel rugged and intense purely through his delivery. On paper, that combination shouldn't work. DMX is raw, street-born aggression paired with a silky laid-back beat, but somehow it clicks perfectly. The instrumental has a gentle flowing quality, but DMX's verse is injected with grit, turning it into a loyal soldier's anthem. The song's concept revolves around unwavering loyalty, both in his crew and to the code he lives by. DMX makes it clear that loyalty isn't just about being there during good times, it's about accepting everything that comes with riding with him, including the dangers and sacrifices. The way he breaks down these intricacies makes the track feel like a manual for friendship in his world. If you're loyal to him, he'll be loyal to you, but that loyalty comes with a heavy price. The chorus is one of the most addictive moments on the track. DMX delivers it in a low, steady tone that locks into the beat perfectly, making it stick in your head long after the song ends. It's understated, yet powerful, the kind of hook you don't forget. All of this, paired with his sharp lyricism over buttery smooth production, makes Dog for Life a flawless example of DMX's ability to merge street wisdom with musical finesse.
The shit we used to do, never thought that we would make it rapping. But now we're here, in the same place.
Ain't like that. Hey, forget about them two kids. About to get a deal. It's as nice as you is.
Few DMX tracks are as hauntingly cinematic as The Omen. This song is a direct sequel to Damien from It's Dark and Hell Is Hot, picking up right where that chilling first chapter left off. The production is dark, evil, and eerie, exactly what you would want for a story about a man's battle with the demonic influence. The mood is so thick, you can practically see the shadows closing in as the track plays. In the original Damien, the demon convinces DMX to commit murder, and The Omen opens up with the aftermath. This time, DMX has killed two young men, referred to as kids, possibly the very targets Damien pushed him toward in the first song. The verses unfold like a twisted morality play, with DMX torn between his conscience and the demon's manipulative pull. The demon lures him again by playing on his pain, telling him that his cousin has been killed by police, and offering him the tools to exact revenge, tools that ultimately lead to him blowing up a police station. One of the most chilling aspects of the song is the Marilyn Manson feature. His vocals, from eerie whispers to unsettling chants, amplify the darkness of the track. You can hear reverse voices, demonic murmurs, and other unsettling production tricks that make The Omen feel like a horror movie on wax. In the end, DMX prays for forgiveness, but the demon reminds him nothing is free when you bargain with evil. It's layered, disturbing, and masterfully executed, cementing it as one of DMX's best storytelling achievements. How's It Going Down is one of DMX's most beloved tracks for a reason. It's smooth, romantic, streetwise, and real all at once. The production is mellow and relaxing, with a hint of nostalgia in the chords, making it a perfect backdrop for a hood love story. DMX's delivery is still aggressive in tone, but he softens the edges just enough to glide over the beat without losing his signature grit. The storytelling here is top tier. DMX paints a vivid picture of his relationship with the woman who's already committed to another man. He describes the stolen moments, the emotional pull, and the undeniable chemistry that keeps bringing them back together. The female vocalist on the hook ties it all in together beautifully with the melodic refrain that captures the bittersweet nature of the situation. What's impressive is how DMX maintains a sense of morality in the end. Despite his feelings, he decides not to ruin her existing relationship, choosing instead to just be friends. This blend of raw attraction and self-restraint makes the track more layered than your average love rap. It's a song that works both as a smooth vibe and as a story you can follow from beginning to end.
I'm politicking with this chicken, wondering if I'm a creeper. Little hood rap bitch from 20. Grandma, I really miss you, and it ain't been the same. I drop a tear when I hear your name.
I Miss You is one of the most heartfelt songs in DMX's entire discography. It's a tribute to his grandmother, a woman who clearly played an essential role in shaping his life. From the moment the track begins, you can hear the pain in his voice, but also the gratitude and joy in remembering her. That emotional duality, mourning the loss while celebrating the life, is what makes this song so powerful. Faith Evans delivers stunning vocals throughout, adding an angelic quality to the track that perfectly complements DMX's rugged passion. The instrumental is light and airy, with an uplifting feel that mirrors the way DMX reflects on the good times and the wisdom his grandmother passed down to him. He even speaks to her directly, updating her on family and letting her know how much she's still loved and missed. The song is more than just a dedication, it's an open letter from a grandson to his grandmother, filled with love, respect, and remembrance. It's DMX at his most vulnerable, reminding listeners that behind the growl and street tales was a man deeply rooted in family and loyalty.
She used to tell me that,
baby, it's gonna be okay.
one more road to cross, one more risk to take. Gotta
One More Road to Cross is gritty inspiration at its finest. The beat is hard-hitting and built around a rugged, catchy melody that fits DMX's style perfectly. The track feels like a call to action, as if DMX is psyching himself up to push through yet another set of obstacles. Lyrically, he details the daily struggles that force him into making split-second, often dangerous decisions. These aren't hypothetical. They're the kinds of moments where survival is on the line, and sometimes that means robbing, hustling, or taking risks that could cost everything. His verses are packed with urgency, and his delivery keeps you hanging on every word. The song's title works both literally and metaphorically. Every day brings one more road to cross, one more challenge to overcome. It's a motivational anthem for people living in the grind, especially those fighting to get out of a bad situation. Between the compelling storytelling, the infectious beat, and DMX's unrelenting energy, this track is a perfect example of why he was able to connect so deeply with his audience.
I'm up at like 6 a.m. to check this nigga. We work the night shift, and I got to check. This goes out to my Q. Rest in peace, baby.
One of DMX's darkest and most passionate tracks, Who We Be delves into struggle faced by individuals in urban communities, highlighting issues like government corruption and systemic hardship. DMX's vocal performance is raw and emotional, with a stammering flow that effectively conveys his frustration and pain. The production complements this intensity with a sinister, catchy melody that underscores the track's heavy themes. The chorus is equally compelling, memorable due to its melodic nature and DMX's forceful delivery. This track stands out for its social commentary, emotional depth, and masterful execution, making it a powerful piece in DMX's repertoire.
The jerk, the fame, the work, the game, the friends, the foes. Oh, I meet women, discreet women, street women, slash, Cocoa Puff, sweet women, make you wanna.
Every element of this track is executed with precision and flair. The instrumental features a smooth, addictive melody that effortlessly complements DMX's energetic flow. One of the standout qualities here is how DMX seamlessly adapts to a more melodic, mainstream production style while still retaining the rawness and grit that define his artistry. This versatility is one of DMX's greatest strengths, and it's on full display here. His delivery carries a distraught, almost weary tone that perfectly matches the song's theme of complicated relationships with multiple women who become emotionally attached while he's only interested in physical encounters. DMX also touches on the varying behaviors of these women, some who only show up when there's fame and fortune, highlighting the transactional and often toxic nature of these encounters. Sisqó's melodic hook provides the perfect counterbalance. His smooth vocals shine brightest on the ominous, haunting chorus, adding depth and catchiness. The combination of DMX's raw storytelling, Sisqó's melodic flair, and the polished yet dark production makes this a standout track that hints on emotional complexity and commercial appeal simultaneously.
What you want from me? Baby, tell me what you want from me. Either let me fly or give me death. Let my soul rest, take my breath. If I don't fly.
DMX delivers a deeply emotional performance on this track, filled with desperation and hopelessness. The concept revolves around his struggle to thrive despite overwhelming obstacles. He conveys that if he cannot succeed, he'd rather not live at all. This fatalistic outlook is brought to life in the chorus, where DMX's voice is laden with passion and pain, underscoring his yearning for a meaningful life. The production matches this mood perfectly, with a somber, hopeless feel that envelops the listener. Notably, DMX also showcases his harmonic ability on the chorus, providing a melodic counterpart to his gritty verses. This blend of rap and melody adds emotional layers that broadens the track's appeal. Overall, Let Me Fly is an exceptional song where the production, concept, and heartfelt delivery align flawlessly.
I soak up all the pain and accept it in silence. When I let go, it's violence.
Look here, I grew up with the thing, hard living. Found out the source of the pain, God given.
Walking in the Rain is a masterclass in collaboration and smooth production. The instrumental creates a relaxed, reflective atmosphere that supports DMX's signature passionate delivery as he looks back on his life's hardships. The featured artists add considerable value. Denine Porter's silky vocals on the chorus provide a soulful hook, while Nas drops a thoughtfully crafted verse that complements the theme perfectly. Each artist contributes in a way that feels cohesive rather than forced, making this track an emotional journey that flows naturally. The smooth production coupled with strong performances makes this one of DMX's most well-rounded songs.
For me, sunny days are always coming, going.
It's like I love my wife. We going through things and I ain't going home tonight. I ain't got time for.
The chemistry between DMX and Monica shines throughout this track, creating a blend of soulful singing and rugged rap that captivates from start to finish. The concept explores DMX's struggles in his marriage and how he seeks solace in the arms of another woman. Monica's vocals play the role of a woman inviting him to stay with her, providing a warm, inviting contrast to DMX's conflicted and honest verses. The slow, sensual production enhanced the intimacy of the story, giving the track a smooth yet emotionally charged feel. This song stands as a highlight on the album for its storytelling, performances, and chemistry. Every element feels carefully crafted and executed.
Why do good girls like bad guys?
Hey yo, boo, why do
Good girl.
This track impresses on every front. The concept explores the classic dynamic of good girls being attracted to bad guys, and both DMX and the featured artist Dime deliver compelling back and forth verses that brings this story to life. Their chemistry is palpable, and the lyrical storytelling is both vivid and relatable, painting clear pictures of the push and pull within these relationships. The instrumental is catchy and complements the narrative perfectly, enhancing the song's overall appeal. DMX's performance is strong, showcasing his ability to collaborate effectively while maintaining his unique style.
And I'm a good girl.
That's why I like her. Couldn't treat her like a hood rat, didn't fight her.
It's more to a song than jewelry and clothes. More to a nigga's life than money and hope. The game is a
DMX offers another passionate and introspective performance here, reflecting on how life holds more meaning than just money and fame. This track serves as a critique of materialism, contrasting DMX's humble beginnings with others' obsession over wealth. A vivid example in the lyrics shows DMX robbing someone flaunting their riches, emphasizing how misplaced priorities often lead to downfall. The production features a distinct Chinese triad-style melody, which adds an exotic cinematic feel to the track. This melding of thematic depth, captivating production, and DMX's heartfelt delivery makes More to a Song a memorable piece that highlights his artistic range.
Who you really think give a fuck how much your watch costs? How much your watch costs? You about to get your watch lost. I got blood on my hands and there's no remorse. I got blood on my dick cause I f***ed the corpse. I'm I'm a nasty.
The sinister dramatic instrumental sets the perfect stage for DMX's aggressive and intense performance on this track. His flow shifts fluidly between rugged, raspy styles that match the track's dark tone, creating an atmosphere thick with tension and menace. Lyrically, DMX boasts about his capability to take on entire crews alone, underscoring his fearlessness and street credibility. The chorus is catchy and haunting, with brutal vivid imagery, including a shockingly graphic line that highlights DMX's no-holds-barred storytelling style. This track is unapologetically raw and intense, making it a flawless example of DMX's hard-hitting approach.
When a nigga bring his whole crew, it's just a bigger piece of cake for me to chew a whole. I've been eating long enough now, stop being greedy. Just keep it real, partner. Give to the needy. Ribs is touching.
This track hooks listeners with its suspenseful instrumental and infectious melody. DMX's animated delivery bursts with energy and personality, showcasing his signature hype style. The concept cleverly addresses people who hoard wealth and resources, with DMX warning them to stop being greedy or face consequences, both figuratively and literally, as the song hints at robbery as a corrective measure. The chorus is catchy and reinforces the message, making the song both a social commentary and an entertaining banger. The combination of playful yet aggressive vocals and compelling production results in a highly enjoyable track.
But if it costs for me to force my way in the door, head hunting motherfuckers, stay on the.
You tell me that there's love here, but to me it's fake. That with all the blood here, dealing with Satan.
DMX's storytelling prowess takes center stage in this standout track, which picks up from the previous skit where he's engaged in a dialogue with God. Playing both himself and God, DMX explores the reasons behind his life's hardships and questions God's presence and intentions. The conversation culminates with God reassuring DMX that he's always been by his side through every trial. The instrumental features a somber, almost haunting melody that matches the emotional depth of the lyrics. DMX's passionate delivery makes the listener feel every ounce of his struggle and eventual realization, creating a spiritually uplifting and motivational experience.
It was you that breathed life into my lungs when I was born, and it was you that let me know what was right.
I got to make a move and make it soon. I got to take a block and make it boom. Take the card, hit it.
This track echoes themes from One More Road to Cross, with DMX rapping about the urgency to make money, even if it means robbing others. The instrumental stands out with its intense action movie vibe, filled with dynamic samples and a brief recurring melody that heightens the suspense. DMX's energetic and gritty delivery perfectly suits the cinematic production, and his storytelling keeps the listener engaged throughout. The fusion of thrilling instrumentation and vivid lyricism makes Make a Move a gripping and memorable song.
Where's my plate, nigga? I'm hungry too, so I'ma do like hungry do and get a hungry crew. Nothing goes down, I don't get a small piece of. Get the picture, see the beauty in the beast of the man.
DMX opened the album Grand Champion with Raw Passion. Dog intro sets the tone immediately. The smooth instrumental features an addictive piano melody that provides a contemplative backdrop for DMX's heartfelt delivery. His lyrics revolve around his distrust in people, using the metaphor of preferring the loyalty of dogs over humans. Through vivid storytelling, DMX reveals experiences with betrayal and hardship, making this intro both personal and universally relatable. The track is an emotional gateway into the album's themes, showcasing DMX's ability to connect deeply with his audience from the first note.
I'm bugging, the pain it hurts, I gotta scream. Ah! Letting off a little sting.
Hey yo D, it's your nigga D. What the fuck, you forgot about me? You been eating real good lately.
A masterful continuation of the Damien saga, this track picks up with Damien confronting DMX about being excluded from his previous album, and then there was X. Damien feels betrayed, suspecting DMX no longer values their friendship despite the help he provided. DMX in turn recognizes Damien's toxic influence and battles to rid himself from his dark force. The ominous instrumental, punctuated by a hypnotic whistle, sets a chilling atmosphere. DMX's dual roles, the conflicted self and the haunting Damien, are portrayed with compelling vocal variation and emotional intensity. This track is a powerful blend of storytelling, dark production, and intense delivery.
Everywhere that I go, everything that I see, boom, 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 open the door, ATL. Too late to send my girl downstairs to say he left with the basement.
One of the most cinematic and intense tracks on the album is Dark and Hell Is Hot. ATF thrusts the listener into a high-stakes scenario where DMX is confronted by a government task force raiding his home. The narrative unfolds like a thriller, with DMX's vivid lyrics capturing the chaos and urgency of the moment. The twist, revealing that the initial verse was a nightmare and the real event is just beginning, adds a surreal Twilight Zone-like dimension. The dramatic upbeat instrumental heightens the tension throughout, perfectly matching DMX's rapid-fire flow and storytelling. This track is an exhilarating highlight that combines storytelling and production flawlessly.
Put your foot back on the gas, stepping it fast, trying to pull up on the side, but I'm packing the blast.
Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up.
Slippin' is one of DMX's most iconic and emotionally resonant songs. I remember hearing it as a kid and being immediately captivated. The production features a smooth, inspirational feel, enhanced by ethereal female vocals that add a heavenly layer to the track. DMX's rugged passion contrasts beautifully with the melodic backdrop, creating a powerful emotional pull. The lyrics delve into his troubled childhood, strained relationship with his mother, and the cycle of hardship and resilience he endures, slipping but always getting back up. The motivational chorus reinforces the theme of perseverance and strength, making this song both a confession and an anthem. Slippin' is a flawless track that showcases every aspect of DMX's artistry, production, vocals, storytelling, and emotional depth, cementing its place as a timeless classic.
I've been through mad different phases, like mazes, to find my way, and now I know that happy days are not far away.